on the left hand side, you will find you have a spot, you have a savings, you have a reserve, you have a dedicated, and all whole lot of stuff they are available to you. Okay, whenever you're going to be going and using this particular visit, by default it goes and build the on demand. Okay, so other options are available there on the dashboard. All right. So does suppose Spot also move with a different plan? No, Srinivas, Spot get terminated. Okay, they does not move it. Okay. All right. How about the schedule and the capacity reservation? So schedule one is, you can actually go and create a schedule in advance that this is the time you would like to go and have those servers available to you. Maybe you want those servers every weekend. Okay, maybe Saturday, Sunday, you're going to be having some weekend sale coming up, and for your organization, you want to have those servers scheduled during that time. Okay, so you can actually put a request with the time schedule in that place. The second one is a capacity reservation. So capacity reservation, how that works is, uh, it works along with the scalability. Okay, so that is why I said we will be discussing that later. But as you asked the second time, so let me try answering that. So capacity reservation, when you are going to be going in, let's say running 10 servers, and you have an automatic scaling of a server listed in there. So you have said that I'm going to be going and having a number of servers running between 10 and 50. So in case there's more demand for the users, so it may scale and add more and more servers in the group. So let's say it reaches 40, let's say it reaches more number of servers. But when it trying to add more number of servers when you need it, it might be possible that those servers are actually sold out in the on-demand category as well. Okay. If you want those servers to be guaranteed, then you can actually go and pay us some fee and reserve those servers so that whenever you need them, they are going to be available to you. Okay, so it's not that you might need to scale your environment depending upon the workload you do have, and you realize that you are asking for more servers from Amazon, and Amazon says no, at this moment we do not have them. Okay, so you can actually go and reserve them. Okay, so how long days, months we can schedule in ahead? I think you can schedule that for up to 3 months. Okay, so that's the kind of a schedule you can do. Are you gonna launch? How's the pricing model for the dedicated plan works? Uh, if we launch VM on dedicated host, oh, dedicated also you can actually opt for that. You want a on-demand dedicated, or you want a spot dedicated, or you want a reserve dedicated as well. Okay, so all the different pricing models applicable for the dedicated as well. Dedicated is just the entire box for you. Okay, you can use on hourly basis. You can reserve that for the entire year as well. Okay, all right. Are these servers available across all these different data centers? So uh, the uh, some of the old models may not be available in the new data centers which are coming up, which are being set up. Okay, so if you're trying to build those machines there in the if you're trying to build those machines in the newly launched data center, so Amazon may not be providing you the old models, because in the new facility they always try to go and set up the newly available models over there. Okay, so that's the only thing you need to keep in mind. Otherwise, pretty much you know most of the models are going to be available to you in all the different regions and the zones. Okay, but yes, uh, newly created regions and zones may not have the older model available. Okay, all right, schedule instances are for 1 year term, I guess. Okay, so another thing while working with the cloud is that these things are actually dynamic in nature, and they keep on updating, keep on improving, keep on changing. Okay, and Amazon keep on updating and enhancing their products. So whenever you want to use any of the information, whenever you want to go and check the costing or the feature, it's always a good idea to go and check the latest documentation over there. Okay, that is why we don't have any kind of a binded book or published book, because the information for the cloud is um, so dynamic in nature. So they keep on improving and changing it. Okay, and the uh, the costing also continue to decrease for most of the products. Okay, so it's always a good idea to use that latest information whenever you are checking for it. So all the models are going to be having a static IP or dynamic IP. Oh, we'll discuss that later. Okay, let's not lose the focus here. Let's coming back here and continue with this one, and then we'll talk about the other stuff. All right. Uh, so next step we do have here is the key pair. Now, whenever we are gonna be going and building a new machine, so you know how Amazon is actually gonna be going and how Amazon is gonna be going and providing us that machine so quickly. So yesterday we created very first virtual machine, right? So that machine was very quick to boot and available to us. So how Amazon was able to go and create or build that machine so quickly for us? And the secret is with the image. So this image, okay, this image is actually a pre-installed version of our Windows operating system. Amazon has already installed this virtual machine, and they have baked that into an image or an ISO image. Okay, and when we are building a new server, this particular AMI image will be copied over to the new virtual machine we are building. Okay, this will be moved. This will be copied over to the new VM which we are trying to build. So we don't have to spend time on copying and installing the entire stuff and taking maybe a long time to do that installation. So the image copy process is very quick. Okay, so we'll be able to go and copy that image in a really quick way. That is why the image creation is gonna be really quick. So virtual machine does not take more than a few minutes, the couple of minutes. Okay. Now, when we are copying this current image to a new virtual machine, how we are gonna go and manage the password? That is where the key pair come into the picture. Amazon is going to be going and storing your key on this particular virtual machine. And this key is going to be helping you go and retrieve the password for login purpose. Okay, so key is going to be helping you retrieve the password which is going to be there on this particular baked image. We can go and use existing keys, and we can actually go and create a new key. One key can be used with multiple virtual machines. So if I say I want to go and create a new key, because the one which we have created yesterday is actually gone and does not exist anymore. So I'm gonna say I want to create a new key today. And there are two different formats. Other format is actually for Linux. Okay, so PPK format is used by one very popular tool called PuTTY. Okay, we'll talk about that in a while when we show you the Linux machine. So right now we are going to be going and using the PEM, and PEM is the most widely used format. Okay, so uh, and PEM format is gonna be consumed by Windows as well as for Linux. Okay, let's go and hit say create the key pair, and as soon as you're going to be creating the key pair, uh, it is going to be saved onto your system. Okay.